What's going on, friends, family, distant relatives that I don't know exist that might be watching this video? How's it going? Hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another Pixel Gun 3D weapon review, and this time it's on the brand new special weapon known as the Cyber Slicer. Just the name sounds very, very ferocious, and we're gonna see once and for all in this video whether or not this weapon truly lives up to its name, and whether or not you should get this in Pixel Gun 3D. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do and you learn something new, leave a like down below, subscribe for more Pixel Gun 3D content, and with that being said, I guess we should probably get into this. So let's go. Going into the armory section, heading over to our special section. I gotta say, like I said in my new update review a couple of days ago, this might just be the coolest looking weapon from this update. Aside from the weapon that we can't get yet in the new cyber sets that I believe is called the laser rings, which by far is the coolest looking weapon in Pixel Gun 3D ever, I have to say out of the ones that you can currently obtain, Cyber Slicer, really freaking cool looking. It looks futuristic, but at the same time, it looks kind of modern. And then it shoots out this ridiculous red disc that just flies at the enemy and then decapitates them. Pretty menacing stuff. Now, it's legendary with an 86 firing rates, 15 capacity, and a 70 mobility. It has piercing shot, which is awesome. That means if one person is standing directly behind another, it'll go right through the first person and then kill the second one. And then it has a 4x zoom. So, interesting layout of special abilities, interesting things that this weapon has, but is this weapon worth it? We're gonna go jump into Silent School first. This is just like the go-to map here. I like Silent School because the vast majority of weapons in Pixel Gun 3D perform best at close range. This is gonna be one of those weapons that is the same. The thing is, with this weapon, first off, I got a gem there at the very beginning. That's kind of lucky. As you can see here, there is a travel time when you fire this weapon. So it's gonna take a little bit before those little red discs hit the enemy. Now, as you guys can see here, I'm already getting some kills, so this weapon is pretty powerful, but it is noted that this weapon is going to generally be a 3-shot headshot. So, not the most powerful in the world, and as you guys can see there was a perfect example of it being a 3-shot kill. I think it's probably about a 4-shot body shot, so in no means is this weapon overpowered. Now, its scope is pretty useless. When you are using a weapon that has a travel time, the scope generally isn't going to make much sense to begin with. It's cool having it, yeah, I might help in certain situations, but you're probably not going to want to use this weapon's scope because it's not really going to help in these close-range fights. The thing is, with a weapon like this, where there is travel time when you fire the weapon and it doesn't instantly hit the other side of the map, you're going to want to be up close and personal as much as you can so you can limit the effect of this thing having a travel time, right? You don't want this weapon to be too far away from the enemy because they can easily dodge the little red disc that's coming out of the weapon. Now, I think this weapon looks awesome, right? And I think one of the things that they should have added in with this weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, I mentioned this in my new update review, is they should have had this thing have an entirely different animation when it killed someone. That would really make this weapon stand out. And maybe this is something that they can do in the future. Really soft. Hey, if you're watching, you might want to consider doing this. They should have like a decapitation animation. Maybe that's a little morbid. I don't know. Maybe you can let me know down below in the comments. But I think it would be really cool where if I actually hit the head of the enemy, it would show the head of the pixelated character like falling off. Because I mean, in the end, right, you're slicing the head off the enemy with this ridiculous red disc that's flying at super fast speed to the point where it can kill someone. That's pretty crazy, if you ask me. Now, here's the one problem with the Cyber Slicer. It's the fact that it is a 3-shot headshot, and the fact that this weapon does perform best at close range. The sad truth is, in Pixel Gun 3D in 2018, I mean, honestly, for the past couple of years now, if you don't have a 1-shot kill weapon in this game, in close range, it's not gonna be that great. Now, maybe if you have a super fast firing rate and then it's a 2-shot kill, yeah, you can do well, but a weapon like this just doesn't belong in 2018 Pixel Gun 3D. I don't know if you guys remember, long ago, I did reviews on weapons like the Razor Thrower and the Laser Disc Thrower, and those weapons worked perfectly at the times that they existed. But unfortunately, with this weapon, it seems to just not work that well in 2018 Pixel Gun, where there are just too many OP weapons in this game. It's really sad because this weapon is really cool, and honestly, this might be one of my more favorite weapons from this update if it was more powerful. But I mean, as you can see, you have these ridiculously OP weapons that other people are using, and it's just very, very difficult to compete against them when everything is always a one-shot kill. You jump into a match, every single person's using a one-shot kill weapon, and then you're kind of just sitting there like, well, let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, and then you just instantly die. It's just not going to work too well. So you have to keep that in mind when you use this weapon. It's a little unfortunate, but you might want to have a challenge, and then in that case, hey, you might want to go right ahead and get this thing. I'm always one for challenges in Pixel Gun 3D. I don't know about you guys, but I like having a challenge, and that's why, well, my trophies in the game really don't matter at all, right? I know a lot of people are those try-hard Pixel Gun 3D players in a freaking Minecraft game where they're just like, I can't possibly lose my trophies. How dare you even consider that? And then they can't handle losing. And then, well, if you're that type of person, obviously this weapon might not be for you. But if you're a more sensible Pixel Gun 3D player who can understand it's just a little mobile shooting game, very casual, not competitive at all, and you want to have fun using a different weapon, hey, Cyber Slicer, man, this is the way to go. And that person's body is flying through the map. That's always wonderful. I like using this weapon a lot, man. Okay, even if it's not the most powerful special weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, it's a lot of fun. And since this weapon has been released in this game, I've had some of my best times in this update with this weapon. Not with the Ultimatum, the weapon that's probably one of the most powerful primary weapons currently in Pixel Gun 3D, but this one I've had more fun with than that one. So keep that in mind. If you're actually someone who wants to have fun in Pixel Gun 3D, and I think most people do, this thing might seriously be something you want to consider. Now, as you can see, there was one person that I was just shooting at there who was moving left and right and easily avoiding the little discs that I'm shooting out of my weapon. That is a big problem with this weapon. It is very easy to avoid unless you're standing still like that guy Gregory there. Don't stand still if you see someone using the Cyber Slicer. To give a little suggestion on how to beat someone who's using this weapon, you obviously want to dodge like that guy was doing. And then that way, you can do pretty well. And I mean, you can get kill streaks, as you guys could see there. I was pretty lucky just those past couple of minutes. I got myself like, what, a 4 or 5 kill streak or something like that? Definitely not horrible. And for a weapon like this, that's a 3-shot headshot. That's pretty good. So, yeah, you can do decently with this weapon. I got 3rd place. But 1st place, all the time, probably not going to happen. You're going to want to use this weapon alongside other weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. That way, you can compensate with those other weapons. So, yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. I don't really have that much else I could possibly say here about the Cyber Slicer. Honestly, I really think it would be cool, and I did not mean to click that button. I wish there was a way that you could just get rid of ads paying like $1 or something in Pixel Gun. I don't know why they don't have that. That would be very, very nice. Please, really soft, just do that. Take my money. I'd like to have no more ads in my game. But anyways, yeah, this is a very fun weapon to use, but is this honestly necessary in getting in Pixel Gun 3D? Probably not. It's very unfortunate that I have to say that, and I really wish this weapon was more powerful because it looks really cool, man. I love the way this weapon's design is, but unfortunately, sometimes with Pixel Gun 3D, for whatever reason, the weapons that are the coolest looking sometimes aren't the most powerful. So, alas, the Cyber Slicer will not be something that I would recommend you guys to get. So, yeah, that's that. We're putting the Cyber Slicer in its place, and its place does not belong in 2018. I mean, as you can see, I'm having such a difficult time taking this guy out. Of course, it is true. I'm in pool party, and I think I might even just leave this match, period, because everybody's jumping up and down on the top part of the map. That's the problem. You really need to jump into a match where it isn't possible for someone to easily jump away from your little disc that you're firing out of the weapon. If you don't do that, and you go into something like King of the Hill or Ants Life, all of those big open maps, you're never going to really do well with this weapon because it's so easy to avoid the little red disc that fires out of the weapon. It has such a little hit box, I guess that's the proper word of describing it, that it's so easy to avoid it. You just have to move an inch or two, and then they're easily able to avoid the weapon. So, yeah, just a couple of problems. Honestly, I think this weapon would have been fantastic in 2016. I mean, I probably would have said it might have been one of the best weapons. I mean, if we remember 2016 Pixel Gun 3D, who remembers the Shuriken Thrower? That weapon was freaking awesome. That was literally one of the best weapons in 2016. But, well, 2018 Pixel Gun 3D, it's not that great. As you could see there was a guy that actually was glitching standing still in the sky with a robot samurai. You could see it did take quite a lot of shots to take that guy out. So, I mean, think about if you're in an actual fight and the person's not standing still and they're trying to slice you down with the robot samurai. It's not going to work too well for you. So, yeah. In the end, if I was to rate this weapon between 1 and 10, guys, I'd probably give this weapon about a 7.5. Not the most powerful weapon in this most recent update, not the most powerful weapon in Pixel Gun 3D in general. It's legendary, it makes sense. Legendary weapons should not be as powerful as the mythical weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, but it should be known it's not as powerful as some of the other ones in this game. So, yeah, with that being said, I don't really have much else I could possibly say here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay for what it was worth. I mean, that's about as best as you can get for the Cyber Slicer. I really wish this thing was more powerful, man. I really, really wish. And, you know, if you want a fun weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, you might want to consider getting this thing. But is it necessary? No. No, it is not. So thank you all for watching, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Leave a like to pay respects for my friend who I had to instantly decline the phone call because he phoned me at the worst possible time when I'm in the middle of recording a freaking video. So, yeah, that's it, guys. If you haven't checked out my other reviews that I did a couple of days ago on the Ultimatum and the Rocket Hands, I don't know what you're doing. I also posted a ridiculous glitch tutorial in Pixel Gun 3D just a couple of days ago, where I actually explained how to get out of most maps in Pixel Gun 3D. How to basically stand in areas that you wouldn't normally be able to stand. You know how if you jump down here in Coliseum, you commit suicide? Ever wanted to stand down there without committed suicide? You can do that with the glitch, so you might want to go check it out. I'll link a couple of them down below in the description. It's a great video, super short, and it explains something you never would have even thought was possible in Pixel Gun 3D. So, yeah, that's it. Leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe for more Pixel Gun 3D content. And I guess we're out of time, so I'll see you guys in the next episode.